Okay, so tonight we will try use like a future builder. So future builder currently we already build some stock list page, right? So in stock list page we try get data from the server, then show it. So let's see if the server take a long time, how to friendly to show custom. If a refresh, we take a long time. But if the how to show something, let the customer know. We currently application try to load the page.
Wait, what?
So let's say server take a long time to server take a long time to process your request, like 10 minutes, 10 seconds or 5 seconds. And when user log in the page, log in your stock page, and this API need to take 5 seconds to return data. Use the 5 seconds, how to do it?
Use like the loading thing. Right?
Load the page, right?
Yeah.
Load the anchor, right?
Yeah.
So did you finish this feature in your page? So now we will this future builder. So the future builder support, we can easily to support this feature, and also we will try use a original way to build. Also we will in later we will use a future builder to implement this feature. So if the user if it take a long time loading, we have some indicator to show we are loading data, and you just wait, and then after data is ready, and then all data show up in the page. But before we this is our today's agenda. So first we will because this is related to the future. Future the concept in the data language, and also first we will review the future. Maybe we need a half hour, and then we will maybe need 1 hour here. I hope everyone understand the future clearly, because in future we have a lot of interaction with the backend. We need clearly understand this how to use the future, and then we will I will show we will learn the future builder, this component, and then today's main practice in class is fetch data user future builder. It means we will try refactor our existing page. Currently page we use a normal builder. Currently we will replace the future builder. We will add an indicator to loading, and then we will show data. And next we will check currently we hard code stock, right? The page we have currently we show Apple or Google, right? All this ticket name we hard code. So we need to try the user to select the preference stock name, I will prefer AMD. So I need to add AMD as my watch list. I don't we need to support search page, right? Like the user to type some name, we search it, and then we need to save it, right? Save as user's preference, and then user go to we build a page. We can show user select stock for example, I want to show NVIDIA stock information, right? I go to search page, I type the NVIDIA, and then I select NVIDIA, and then I go to the list page. Now the NVIDIA page should be shown in our cloud page. So we need we need to use this search delegate component. And the homework, if we have time, we will try build this search stock page, and then this is a homework. So if we can finish a class, and then homework should be very easy, right? If we don't have finished the class room, we will try finish it do the next week as a homework. But I will demo how to use such delegate. Should be after you learn how to use a future builder. It should be easy to learn use such a delegate. Okay, let's review the future. So actually, this few topic I already presented before, right? So future means like a promise, right? I give like a I give a promise the future like a 3 weeks or 4 weeks I give something. Similar here, I give a future means I promise I will give result, but not now. And then why we need to use future? So your question, right?
Teacher, you asked why we need future.
Yeah, why we need a future?
Because for tasks like for async tasks like logging in, especially API calls, it's most of the time it's not gonna instantly return it to you. You have to wait until it returns it to you. And what do? And the fact that you can't get the data immediately means that you need a future in order to handle what would happen after you make the call.
Yeah. So in that, so the most modern language like Java or C++, C#, they have a thread concept, right? We can use like a multiple thread to like it's a main thread and have a sub thread to handle like other stuff and then return data. But in the Dart or in the Dart, then only one thread. So, basically, you can create multiple, but for our developer, we don't need to create a thread. You mean in that only like here, you see here, we only one thread to handle. And how to like then in this case, how to like synchronize like our accept our operation like a request HTTP request something or read something, read like a file something. We need like a event queue. So here you see we have an event queue event loop cycle, right? So it means in our main thread always running. You can see it's an event loop in the main thread always running, and during the time they will check like a queue. Actually in the Dart we have two queues. One is the micro task queue, and another is a event queue. Most cases for our UI for our application development, we don't need to touch like micro task queue. Micro task queue actually prioritizes the event queue, and we application developer we always focus on the event queue. So what means event queue means when we create the future, then the future will put it to a queue, and the event loop always running until the future is ready, and then the main thread will pick up the task. You see here is task. It's like here, event 1, event 2, event 3. You can think about this task. You can see event 1 will get like a call API to get like an Apple stock. Event 2 will maybe save something, some like user profile information. Event 3 is get other information like all these three future. So we put in the queue, and then main thread always running. And like we have a loading arc, right? They're always running, and until get stock future return data, and then the main thread will get the data, and then we will need to implement some logic, right? Show the data in the page. This is the Dart or flat main logic. So think about it, we only one thread, main thread. Each thread is infinite loop, and they will always try to pick up task from the macro task queue or event task queue to finish it. This is this is asynchronous, right? In the main thread always running, and when we can put like a task to the queue, and until the queue task is ready, and then we get data from the queue. This is what like a flat or data implemented like asynchronous. So look at here. This is our application. We wrote the application. We start the application, right? Is the main, and then we see here. The next step we execute the main. After execute main, we will always running, and in the running we'll always check a queue or check its event queue. So for us, we will focus on the event queue. So basically when we are put to queue, we need to put it to event future. So firstly, how to create future. So this is main way to create a future. So like a first look, you see, is the first one. We define the future and we pass like a S function. Okay, this is a function, and this is a function. This is a function parameter, and this is a function body. And see, like this example, like we put the hello world as a future, and we put its future into the queue. And but this queue is not any delay, right? If not any, like you see here, go to queue. The queue, like this is a FIFO, right? So it means we'll put the queue and they will also pop a first in and first out, right? So if I like I say, if I put its future into this queue, and maybe it should be even 3, and the main thread will try to handle like even 1, even 2, and then we'll handle even 3. This is future, and also we always learn like how to use this way, right? Future delay, and the delay and duration is like you can define like a mini second or like an hour anytime. This is basically a lot of time we use this for testing, right? We don't want like a delay something. Actually, we test something. We use this way. Like in this case, we put this future into queue, and need to take one second, and this future will ready, and man can trigger it. So we can simulate this request call, right? See, this request, let's see, we can simulate like this request take 5 seconds. We can define 5 seconds, then return the response. We can use this way to simulate network delay. But most cases we use this way for testing purpose. And also we can quickly this is a function call, right? This is we return we pass a function, right? It's a parameter and this is a function body. Also, either way, we can directly use like a future.value to create a future. Also, we need to handle error, right? So we can use like a future.error to see this future. Finally, this function call has error. We need to return error, right? So like if you want to build like a HTTP library, right? If you build HTTP library, each HTTP library is future, right? And then if like you call server immediately return the error, and then you can use like a future error to return like a client, return like a function call, and see, and this let's UI to handle this error. Maybe this wise from today, if you handle future, you need to handle normal case and error case. So let's see the future status. Because future cannot return result immediately. This is why we will create the future. The initial status is uncompleted, and then there are two main status we need to handle in future. First, we need to handle the completed path. This is a heavy path, right? But most cases in our program, most code we handle like a not happy path. We need to handle like a error path. Error path we still complete, but with error. Like similar what we showed before, right? We showed the return of future error. So in this case, for client, for us, if we call API, we always need to handle like if error happen, what should we do, right? We need to like show some friendly message to the customer. Also, we need to log something, right? Let us know. Currently, our server has a problem. We need to fix something. This is future. This is how to create future, and remember, right? We will practice, and then we need we understand status. Now, see how to use the future. So we before we I say we can use like let's say here. You can use then. Here then, this is the future. We return future, right? And then means after this after the future is ready. See like 5 seconds. Like if we use delay, right? let's say if we have delay here, and this future means after 1 second, they will return like a hello world, right? So in this case, if you write this code, and it means this future will, after 1 second, I have get this hello world. This is the value, this is a parameter, and then you can use this parameter. Similar like if you call API, right? Call like a stock API, right? You can use this way to future. You get then you can get like a value is list, right? And this is a catch like a happy pass, right? Return a successful status. And then also from today, also you can catch error. See like yesterday, right? We call like a they have limitation of API call, right? User 1 minute so only can call like a 5 second, right? 5 times in 1 minute. So in this case, they will return some error. So you need to catch the error, and you need to use this catch error, and then you need to print something or show something for to customer. And also that we can even it's a this feature, this is a finished successfully, or this is finished like a fail, right? And also we can handle all these both cases is a win completely. Win completely means even error happen or like no error happen. We use this. We also have some callback function here. Why we need here? Because sometimes we need like a release resource. You know, some HTTP request connection, right? We after this finished call, maybe we need to disconnect this HTTP because we need like a release our resource. This is why they also provide some one completely. We need to collect something, even we log something. This is why we also if needed, okay, we also can use like a we need to finish. We also need to like implement one completely callback function. So in this case, we can link together. So basically, we will handle like future. First, you handle happy path, right? Then it's happy path, and then you handle like error path, and then you can handle like complete path. This is one way you can like use the future, right? And this, let's see, next is another way. I think most guy already learn like use this way, right? Use this way is we use await, and await we call this await we call this function call. This function call will return a future, and similar. This is a happy path. We print result. Also, from today, if you use await, always put this function call is a try catch. So is a catch, you catch the error issue, right? You print some error or log some error or show some friendly message to customer. Also, you can like finally also if finally you can add it if you want, and you can clear up some resource or log some information. This is two ways we use a future. Now I will show I will quickly show like a demo some futures, and so now let's see come out everything. So this is a stack, right? This is data main function, right? Let's remove this one. So I print the main start, right? And then in the end I print the main end, right? So if I write, it should be print see main start, right? Mm-hmm. And the main end. It's very clear, right? It's wrong sequence, right? And now let's see. I create some future. I create this future. It's a normal future, right? And I create like this is a callback function to return create a future. This is a value to create a future, and this I use delay. So here I delay 5 seconds, and then I return the value, and this I create the future with the error. Now let's see how to use it. So any question for create a future? 4 ways at least. Remember, first we use a function callback, and the second we use like values, and also we can use a delay to simulate like delete some seconds, return the future. Also, we know like we can use a create a future return error. It's for at least 4 ways. Actually, there are other ways. Now, mostly we need to know this way. Basically, now we don't need to write the future actually, because we just use some certain library. But if you in future you want to build a certain library or some widget, some custom widget, maybe you need to create a future. But at least you know how to create future. For our case, most cases we use a future. See, let's see how to use a future. Now let's see here. I can use this way, right? I can use see, I created future one, right? And then let's see, I can use this one. I can call this future. I call this future, right? And then if I just call future and print it, so do you think this let's see, is a create future one, right? I return like future one, and then I print it. So can you guess what's output here? It's a print a future one of future print other stuff here. What's a print?
Print it out to the console.
Class, right? Let's say we write. So here, we put an instance of future because this is we just call it, we never use it, right? We just call it, see, we just get its future, but we never try to use it, right? I already show like how to use it, right? Here, see here, let's see, I already show how to use it, right? Here, I never use it, right? We just get the future, we never use it, right? And then this is why they print like an instance of future. Then let's see, add, let's see here, add then, right? Add then, and then let's print this value. So now, how about now? What's the output? Feature one. What's the sequence? Like it's a main start, feature one, main end, or main start, main end, feature one.
The second one.
Second one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's write. So here you see, I can. So also that print like a because I don't need to print this one, right?
Yeah. Why do you have two values?
Yeah, because I also print like this future. So let's write. So let's see the main start, main end, and future one, right? This is why I mentioned. So in here, when we'll create future, they will put into the queue, and then the main thread still running. This is why we'll finish the main start and main end, and then this loop is still running and check the event is empty or not. If not empty, main still will wait until this until the event queue is empty, and then this main thread will stop or will exit. This is why you see here the print is a main start, main end, and the future one. You see it's asynchronous, right? In this case, if the main is like it's a main thread like read the UI, right? So means UI already running. Okay, but in backend I put the future and the future. Let's demo this one, like delay, right? It's feature 3 delay, right? It's called feature 3, and then we delay. Let's see, we delay 10 seconds longer, right? And then see here. So you see, main end is finished, right? We still wait. After like 10 seconds, the event is ready, or future is ready, and then the event loop will the main see here, and the main thread will check like event queue and get his result.
Listening?
get the result and then print it here. The delete future is print here. This is a
Put your laptop down.
this is a
100%.
this is a future will return like a delay future. Pay attention. Here is a this is why if you call some API, right? If you call some API and you need like write some logic, right? So let's see, this future like get stock list, right? Or fetch stock list, right? And this if you use HTTP client or if you use DOGO, right? Always return the future. And in this case, when we'll get value, when run your build, right? Build page, data is not ready, right? Basically, like for example, it take like in this case we take 10 seconds. The UI, if you use like a if you block the UI, if you call first you call UI, let's main here. First you call the main start, right? First you call this get fetch data, fetch like a stock data. If you synchronize call, then means the main thread will stop, right? Until like this result return. Then let's say here we build the UI, right? So this if we use synchronize, we always block until it's API return. Then we can build the UI. It means your app will hang until like that return. Basically customer will think this is your application. Your app may be frozen, just delete it or just stop it and then will return again. This is why we always need like use asynchronous way. Each is API code, like each API code on site, and also like read some file, or read a photo from your phone, right? In future we will save some data in your phone. Also we'll read some photo from the phone. All this operation, you just think about using asynchronous. Otherwise, they will block this UI, block UI build. So this is we use like in this case we always like use Zen to handle it. Also from today, after learn today, you need like try catch the error. So see here. Let's call like a correct 3, right? It's take a long time, right? It's a delay 5 seconds. So delay 5 seconds, we return a delay future. So if we run this way, see, it's a happy path, right? We should run this one. And also, we are print like I'm done. This is a one complete layer, right? So if you run here, so it's let's see, well, you are already built, right? Build UI is ready. And then see after few 5 seconds, I will like print like a delay, and then finally I will print like I'm done. Here, print I'm done. And then this is the error. If I have create future the return error, right? So in this case, so they will go to like a catch error, right? The catch this one. See that error happen, right? You catch error, and the case that exit is 0. If you not catch error, exit should be like your application will like no any response because you never handle like an error. But better way you should like a HTTP basic most scenario you should handle this error case like a friend reminder user, like maybe the user forgot to open the Wi-Fi, open something. You need like let the user know that the work is not available now, right? So you show user, maybe user need to check like maybe network issue, then they can figure out it. This is like a quickly review the future, and one more. So let's see we use this way. pay attention. Here is a very important part. So you see here, we always are we always use this way to use this way, right? If we use a try catch, think about what's here. If we use a try catch, and it's basically your try catch, we need if you use a wait, right? We need add like a asynchronous function call, right? Here we need to add this asynchronous is your main your function, and then str. So let's say I call the let's easy way I call future one. Like see here, let's say still main end. So here, I call the future one, or let's say I call future 3. I call future 3, and in this case, what's the sequence to print? I call future 3, and in here I use try catch, I use a wait, and first definition of print the main start, right? And then what's next? Is the main end or delay future? Delay future. What's the say here? That's right. So here, main start, right? No main end, right? They will delay future and complete and main end. So you can compare this different, right? The different use it this way. Use this way, right? Use it then, right? So this is why your build, if you use await, means you will block the UR build, right? In the case like this is it's a main. Let's say it's a main, right? This is a UR build right here. After main start, and I will call API and I will build UR. In the case if you use await, means you will block the UR. It's asynchronous or it's a synchronized call, right? You convert asynchronous call to synchronized. So this is why you are very clear when we use a future, you use which way you want to use it. In this case, if you use this way, it's a synchronous way, right? And use this way, it's asynchronous way. So in our case, which way we should use? In our case, like let's say this stock API call take 5 seconds. Do the 5 seconds. We need to show show the progress indicator, right? How to which way should be used? First is a first way or second way?
Probably the second way.
Huh?
The second way, right?
This way? Really?
I thought it's the first one.
It's the first. You see, if you this way, if you find call, you will block the build, right? You will block the you will block the build. You will hang. You black. This is why you need to use this way. Use this way. You get the function call, right? And then the main will still running. And then after this, after the data is written, then, right? Then you get a stock list, right? And you need to try use this rebuild it, try trigger the build function to show data, right? How to trigger the build. Which function we can trigger the build function? Either flat, step either step list page or step list page. Which function call we can trigger the build function?
Nobody?
Okay, if you I think you we will create like a flat application. We have a demo project. We click. Do you remember? We click, and then the value is increased, right? How to increase the value? Do you remember? We click.
Using a set state.
Yeah, use set status. It means after you use call it set status, and then the flat will call the build function. So this means in your then, right? in here. After this function call, then you get value. You get value here, you need to call set status, and set is a value to like a because it's therefore right. You have some variable right, and your set is value. Set is data from the onside to this value, and then show this data in your data table. This is why we need and due this 5 seconds, right? Like say we simulate this 5 seconds. Due this 5 seconds, we know data, right? We need to show like a progress indicator, right? So let me share like a show. We will choose this way. We will choose like this circular progress indicator here. So this example, I create a service, fetch stock service. This is a fetch stock service. I simulate. Let's see. You see here, I simulate like a future delay. After 5 seconds, I will return like a this asymmetric. I will return like a hello client to the caller, right? And during this 5 seconds, not data return, right? And in this case, during this 5 seconds, I need like a indicator to show like show the user I'm loading data, right? So here this is my application. In the builder, you see here, this is our Stafford widget, and because we need to know if data is ready or not, right? How to know it? How to know it? So I define it is ready. Default should be false, right? Data not ready. How to know data is ready?
When it turns true.
Yeah,
Huh?
when it's true.
I mean, when we should set is ready is true.
When it is ready, you set is ready to true.
So basically here, after you fetch this future, after fetch the future, right? And then your then, right? Your then means your data is ready, right? Well, right? Your then data ready. So in here, you can set that it is ready is true, and also you set the values, and we can show it. So you say let's draw this one. So let's make it longer. Let's say 10 seconds. I submit 10 seconds and return data, right? So means this is a very simple page. I just use a center and a container, just one container, and if it's ready, I show data from the server, or we show the circle progress indicator. So when we launch it, we will at least we wait 10 seconds, right? After 10 seconds, data will return. So, and in this case, see here after launch it, and so we will see this is a circle indicator, right? The wait. You see after 10 seconds, I get a value from the client. See where I show data from the hello client. Now you need to change your code, right? Currently, you already know how to get. You already implement a fetch. This function call you already finished, right? And you have a fetch data, right? And then try to add this circular progress indicator. So in your code, your project, you can define some like is ready something to indicate your data is ready or not. And also, you get value, right? You get value, and you need to set some value in your internal variable, right? To show it in the in your data table. So it means in the beginner, your data table is empty, and you need to show some indicator, the program indicator, and after that is ready, and then you show a real data. And then you can, if you want to show this, if you want to show a program circle progress indicator, you can try add some delay in your code to simulate take a long time to return data. So this is why we go to we can take take 10 minutes break, and then let's start let's finish this one, finish add this circular progress indicator. So any question? Any question? Clear? Right? Just add add some variable and add some condition to check if the data not ready. Just show an indicator. If ready, show your data table. Okay. Let's see. Now is what time? It's 7:30, right? 7:30. Let's continue.
Are we following?
Yeah.
You know what to do?
Okay.
Come on, let me finish my bagel.
Time to practice.
Oh, I just made my bagel.
Okay, it's 7:30. 7:30. Let's start. Make sure we can finish 10 o'clock.
What the? Harry, what are you eating?
Bagel, bro. I just like bagel.
What is this?
Nah, that's
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh my god, bro.
Thank you.
我是都会。
Hey, hey, hey.
给我们个锻炼。
We start practice now. Give the give the 30 minutes. We finish a chain, right? So here, so we have in your build, right? In your build, you can fetch data here, and your then, right? So you need also need to catch error. You can try practice if the server returns error, what's in your UI, right? You show something, or you can at least print something, right? The service error. And then you then, right? You then you try set sense, and here this is a main part, right? I don't want to everyone to copy code. Just use learn, right?
What's the feature stuff?
Feature stuff. Feature stuff.
I have feature.
Yeah, you have feature. This is function code, right? So feature is a business feature, right? How to use the feature? I already showed previous class, right? So because we need to asynchronize, right? So we need to use then. See here, we use then to use this feature, and use then. Use then you can default see you can see in my set for listen. Let's say close our computer. I just make sure everyone is same page. You see, this is why this is my step for widget, right? I want to get data similar you did, right? I want to get data from the server, but the server, most cases take time. Like if network is not good, it take time to load data. So here, in our page, I define two variables. Void is ready. Void is ready, so default is false. So it means default the page is data is not ready, and then the server data is I will use it. It's returned by the client of server. So it means in your case it should be like a stock list, right? In the beginner, when I build the page, and I default is ready is false, right? Right?
Yeah.
It's ready false. So default I will show like a circular progress indicator, like a wait, right? It's a wait indicator, because it always is ready. Always if the network issue, always false. So circular progress indicator always show you the page, and then happen. That means like a web demo last class, per class, right? When UI is ready, right? UI already ready to show like ingress, and then happen means that data come back from the server, right? Data come back server. I set in the sets. I set is ready to true, and I also get data from the server and assign the variable, and then I show its data. See, I show it data. I show like this data from server. I show its data from server. In your case, you need to show like data is a data table, right? This logic is this flow is any problem? Any question?
So
already
basically,
did it.
all we do is put an if is ready in front of our list view.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in your case, right, you already got. I believe you also use a step widget, right?
Yeah.
Probably. You server widget, you get data, and then show you that table, right? Now we need to add some variable to indicate if data is ready or not.
I got you.
Okay, you're clear, right?
I got you.
Everyone clear? So give the. I think 30 minutes is enough, right?
Yeah.
And after 30 minutes, if you're finished, we can demo it. After 30 minutes, we demo it, and then we will try learn the future builder. And this is the basic logic. Actually, the future builder also use this way. Actually, eternally. This is why you understand the logic. Should be very clear than use the future builder. Okay.
Always gotta have the global variables.
Now this is not global variable, right? This is a in the stable set.
I know. Might be some
This is why in future, if you future builder, we do need like stable set. We use a service. Eight o'clock, okay? 8 o'clock, let's make sure car finish and we can on time to go home. 8 o'clock, go home. Okay, try us. Go, we can earlier. If you finish everything, we can quickly and we can go home early. Like 8:30, we can go home.
Did you not listen to what Vicky just said? 老师，他没听你说的什么。
I finished it. Let's go. See, I have this.
My library doesn't need. All you're doing is literally doing that, but instead of the texting and the data from somewhere, you just replace that with
Print.
just
Return value, where is value? Outside of where?
This is about it.
Uh-huh.
Then, because it's finished like getting his data, then this is like the return thing that it like the return.
What the hell?
That's
What the?
Where's the mark?
That.
Where's the mark? I can So let me write.
That's very good.
The Baltic Sea.
Hey, we record. Okay.
That resistance.
Oh.
Record what you said. Good job. Good job.
Okay, let me clarify here. So if we call a then here, we call a then, right? We get a value. This is a we get the value, right? And then we use this, we get this value, and then we need to do something, right? So we get this value here. In my case, in my demo, I just printed, right? Printed the value. But in your case, you need to show the value in the UR, right? How to show that in the UR? Huh? Just retain. If you just retain, it works. You need to show its values in the page, right? Like a socket list page. This is why you need to assign something, right? This is why in here, you need to assign these values to your variable, right? And then in your build, you can use this variable to show it, right? Clear? Here?
Yes, sir.
So now let's go back. We do use future builder. We will try future later. Now we use a normal way. We just show you that just use like a remove like future builder. Just use this way to get data to show in the data table. You can just remove the future builder part. So you can now we use this way. We can try get it from the Zen. So it's here. In Zen, we will return like a, in the Zen, this is a data from the server, right? Here we set a value something. We set a value like a socket list, right? We set a value in socket list, and then in our build, we will use this socket list. Clear? Or not clear?
So very confused.
Confused, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try again. So let's talk about the homework. How to build a homework. How to like build a page.
Torn my Achilles. I'm not good.
So firstly, we need to make sure you need to choose list or data table.
This is better.
Huh?
This is
We're
better.
doing
Data table on top.
We already decided on this last week.
That's
Data
fine,
table on
guys.
I remember last time we decided to use data table.
I did not listen.
Huh?
I did not hear that. That's my bad.
Okay, let's use data table. Okay. Data table, make sure everyone, because
Well, I already used
this is just for practice. Okay, we can.
Wait, no. Actually, data table is easier because my thing could work better with the data table. Actually,
Now let's we make sure everyone is same, and then we will learn a list view. Okay, everyone use data table. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now let's see here. Let's see
Wait, how does data table work?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
like show your data table section. Show data table section.
I just broke it.
No, just show a code. Just show a code. No, we just show.
Like my thing with the future builder.
No, yeah, future build is okay. I just say how to use the table view.
That one.
Let's the first step. Let's see how to use that table. Okay. Okay, everyone clear, right? We learn how to use that.
Is it simpler than this view?
Huh?
Well,
Is
of
it
course it
simpler?
is.
Yeah, very simple.
Oh, that means I can apply easily then.
First, we have some columns that like the columns are your legends, like the top of your thingies.
Oh.
So if we like run it,
No. Okay, no. Just go to the that table. That table part.
And then you just, and
No,
then
this
wait,
is not that
where's
table.
the, yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's not that table.
Send data for
No,
refunds.
go down.
Where's the data
Back
set?
up. No, back up.
Well, it's up here, where is it?
And you have a fetish for transgender women in gay?
That's not.
Not a day.
That's like.
Would you rather smash a transgender pen or one? It's like
So here, everyone, pay attention. Last time, we just finish homework, finish class on time. So very easy, right? That table, just show you that table. Two values. Two values. Y is columns, Y is row. Okay? Click the columns. Let's see how to read the columns. In the column, right? In the column, how to add a column. First we add empty, right? Then go where the next part. Next, how to this empty, right? Where the assigned values.
Here?
So here, this column is actually a hard code, right? Company name. This column is actually doing like a put in the future. This is hard code. You can. This code also is bad. We need just hard code it. Because we fix the column just company name,
Yeah.
price, and the percentage, right? This column.
I forgot to angle this back.
Okay. This
Oh, this is a data cell thing?
and this is static, right? Column name. And then we have two parameters, right? One is a column. One is like a C. Let's put the next parameter. No, that rows, right? So your rows, you see, you can add like a data rows. Data rows is like a match the column name, right? So match the column name. So this is a column, right? So this is a column. Okay, we hard code like a column with three column, right? Company name, right? And price, right? And percentage, right? Percentage change, right? This is a column name. We can hard code it because this is not that from that server, right? And then is a row. This is row, right? Each row.
Yes, sir.
So in the row, right? Row data from the server, right? So okay, this is row 1, right? And row 2. Each row, you can see here, we dynamically add to here. We dynamically add some. Basically, it should be follow, right? We get that from get stock list, right? We have follow to build this row, like add this that row, cell 1, cell 2, and then add this add all this like that row in the rows, and then return rows to and give this column and row to like a data table. Then data table is it's very easy, right? Clear? How to use the data table? Now,
Kinda clear.
clear, right?
Yeah.
So now, forget like a HTTP call. You define three column, like a company name or company name, or you stock name ID, company name, price, and percentage, hard code, and then hard code some four rows, also hard code. You define list, you define some list, define some stock list, and define some service with a follow to create a row. Okay, and then use this children's put this children's as a container, hard code, and list just 10 seconds to build this page. Okay, clear?
10 seconds? That's
10 minutes to build this page. 10 minutes. Okay, everyone, create a new page. Okay, everyone create a new page.
What do you mean?
Start a man, create a new page. and use this way. So here I give it. So here, let me share my screen. So you can use this way to quickly build the page. Therefore, so take a look my screen. You can use like a STF, okay, and then therefore, right? And then you quickly can build like a therefore, like a see my app, okay? Then you just quickly build your page. In this page, you you return like a container. In the container, you can basically you can like return like a should be container, right? And this is container. And in the container, you can control you return like a data table, right? And data table you have some column, and see you can calculate some C, right? And then you have rows, right? And rows you have some you can use like in here you build you have follow up to build these rows aside here. 10 minutes is enough, right? Also, actually I already most finished, right? And then put this therefore in your material app. Also this code, try remove it and type it, not always copy. It should be memorized. Okay? From a new page, create a new page.
I'm cooking.
Create a new page, create a main, call raw app, and then build all this stuff. Okay, 10 minutes is okay,
That's
right?
true.
Let's start.
He's too small.
Okay, everybody finished, right? Now, you see here. Now we'll try. So you see here we hardcode that the rows, right? We hardcode. We hardcode like some guy use a map, some list. I use a map to interact with user. And for my, I just hardcode two rows, right? Now we try. So I saw some guy before. We like call. Oh, by the way, next step we call like a in main, in your main function. We don't need a page, right? We don't need a show page. In your main, try call fetch data. Print it. Okay, clear. Your main method try call your fetch data service and return print data in the just print it.
So we're doing API calls, but we're printing it, no data table.
No, in your data table. I mean in here. After raw API, call directly call fetch service.
Call your API.
Yeah, call API and print the result.
Print the result, but you're keeping the hard-coded data table.
Yeah,
Okay,
data table.
that's easy.
This is second step. To learn how to use the future. Okay, your fetch data return future. I already learned. I already told you how to use it. Try use it. We need one step.
What about the links? Do we hard code them?
Yeah, you can hard code. It's here. How to use it. Try together. Use a then catch error and one complexity. 3 link together, print something. Last line. Get future, try use it.
Wait, what? Huh? Wait, how do I run a class?
No, your main, okay? Your main, I said again. Your main, okay? Not like initial says, just run, just call the API call is the main, okay?
I do that.
Is the main. Call your service.
Oh. Just put stop searcher?
I guess. Alright.
NPC.
I don't really know, bro.
NPC. It is an NPC actually.
Oh, I see.
Your main, direct call, not need to do what?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Huh?
Do this.
This is, okay, and stock from fetch, this is a, no, where's your, no.
I am the log suspicious.
Where's new page, new page, yeah, new page,
Without doing it.
yeah, new page, I just need, yeah, go to the main, go to the main. Where's the main?
There's no maintenance
No, you do the follow hour. Said that.
to it. So I.
You need to create a main, you need to create a main, and then in the main, you need to create a main, and in the main, run app, and see here is the main, right? Run app, and then in the app, my app is a, oh, looks we need to go so called, otherwise still different. So is a main, right? And run app. Run app is in the run app will return the widget.
Oh.
Okay, in your self widget, and in the body you return the data table. So your self widget, right? Just create.
Wait, I don't get how to run my stock fetcher.
This is why we have gap, right? We already learn how to use it, but you don't know how to use it, right?
No, it's like I can't run the stock fetcher class.
Yeah, this is why we need to learn one by one. It's quite a way. We need to know which part we have problem. Okay, let's go to here. So let's see whether
Well, see, I ran this, right? But like, I
Yeah.
didn't. Hold on.
I'm saying your new page. This is new page, right? No, new page. Yeah, new page.
This?
Yeah, where's the man?
Where's my what?
Man. Function man. Okay,
Oh.
Yeah, you're man. Define the man.
Wait. We're supposed to keep the new class? Oh, I deleted it.
So this page this page we just purchased. In future we delete this page. We don't need to make
Oh,
the person.
that's what you meant.
Yeah, create the man.
Oh.
You do this one. Just you copy, right? Okay. Yeah, here you just you need no this case will be a fail. You need a match remember the material view. Remember we need to return the material view. And in the material body you put in the math table. This one remember. Remember this structure. Okay. Let's
Wait, why is it not working?
so let's go back here.
My app is not a clue, bro. How I created my app.
It's the computer app, right? So like stock is paid.
So everyone, let's see, everyone pay attention here. I mentioned we need to practice, always practice. So see, it's an entry point, right? We have this new page, we build the main. Okay, we build the main as raw app. Here, clear, right? This is entry point, right? We run the return the my app step widget. Here step widget, we return the material app. Okay. Yeah, material app. Then we have home is scaffold and the body is a data table. Also you follow this one, right? Make sure we can. Then after finish we can geographize the page.
Oh, I managed to run it.
Wait, can you
Like
go
this?
a little bit? That's what I did.
Yes.
You did it right.
I did this, yeah.
Yeah. But then what else were we supposed to do?
Here you can directly write, right?
Yeah. Yes. Oh.
Yeah, this is why you need like a put into you see here.
Oh, we need a material app.
This is why remember material FBA, scaffold, all this you remember. Try type many times, then you can remember it. This is why you can quickly to build a new page, a new app.
Why is this like wrong? This is a very weird error.
Where?
It says, okay, so this should be right? But then here's this problem. It says there's no context.
Which context?
But I have a context.
No, go to main. Go to main. Come out to the print. Come on. 把这个注记好注，注脚会报错吗？
This?
注脚会报错吗？
Yeah, even that is.
对啊，那就不是这个问题嘛。
Yeah, well, what if I?
看哪里弄错
And
了？
there's a context. Why how's there not?
我看你拿起来。那你这就不对嘛？我说的这个刚才他们讲过，这raw APP 的你不能直接这样写啊！你看我raw APP 写的啥东西？你要 return 那个 material APP scale forward， 然后在那个包底里面 return 那个 data table， 明白？ Okay. Ready?
Yeah, I'm running it right
You're ready, right? Huh?
Uh-huh.
He just wants to call.
How about you?
I'm trying to import it right now. Like, not really.
Oh, I got it. You got it, right?
So I just guess
Wait, what does he want to do?
So we will try next. We will take time to
We could do it after.
explain what this means. Like my slide is scaffold.
Material app is the thing so that you could, it's like the
guess the
base.
number. It's like
Material app is yeah. Material app actually we have a Cupertino app, two types. This is a under step. We have a Cupertino app is a after step. Two step. It's an entry. It's an entry. This is why here. Why we have a IP bar? Right? Because we decided a scaffold. We have an IP bar. Otherwise, if you put the table, you'll get error. Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so I put the right thing in the right place. Yeah, there's still an error for some
Yeah.
reason. See if I do this.
你要 follow 我们节奏走啊。你做完了吗？那你我看你问我看你的问题。
main.
你问了靠了吗？我再问一问
My
你怎么
main
靠。
dot dart is literally just running it, voiding.
我说那你的不是我说那你的那里面，我说的是我们的做独立的页面呀。
I didn't create any main.
我们刚说的时候做独立页面啊。因为这个那个页面我们不需要在这里，我们这个页面做好就烧掉了，我们不需要还有。这是测试，
Main
这是
two. Oh, great.
这是个要写的页面，我们做完就不要了。
See, it still doesn't work even if I do what you said to do.
嗯。
See, 你看，像我们弄了，把这东西加进去嘛，然后呢 ，material 什么 scaffold 什么。
嗯，对啊。
OK，and 然后上面这个说这个嘛，这个没有什么，没有那个什么。
Material view, home, scaffold, body, container, children， 然后它报啥错啥
See, it still says
那
it.
你还是不对，你再找 build is material APP OK， return material APP， 然后 home scaffold， 然后 body scaffold APP bar body center children， 我靠，那我看这样说怎么这样上走？
这有 hardcore 就在 build 里面这个。
你这个 build 呢，别个你build 外面这是一个 class 里面的 function， 为什么放到 build 里面去啊？这个 build function 里面的放里，这能对吗？你说这 class 里面的 function，class 里面的一个放哪里？ 这就放这里面，放在哪个里面？这是放这里面。你为什么还是 status 啊？就是可以 step file。
Create a new app.
我跟你说用 ST 的生成一个 step file，你刚才没听到吗？你这改可以不仅用啊，step file 两个东西 ，OK。你说他把
这里
ST，
放了一个。
我跟刚才不刚说过吗？ST，
我听过了。
结果呢，那就照那个做，就这样。
On God, it doesn't taste like anything.
It's salty.
Ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready, sir.
Try the main. Is the main. Try call that fetch, the service fetch. So here,
Oh, no.
Conan, catch up. Holding you
Yeah, I got you, but.
So now here we show like how to use it, right? I add this. This is a future, okay? This future is a object, right? So when you return a function, you call a function return the future, right? So means you can define the your function call after your function call you return the future. So it means in here. So in your main, see, I have this close computer. Close computer. Let's so. Conan, computer. Close computer. No. Quick, close computer. Don't like don't waste others' time, right? Everyone should follow. Okay, everyone follow. We save time. Otherwise, some guy will wait. So you see here we have a how to user. We have a user then, right? And catch error and one completed. So here, this function, all this method belong to all this method belong to the future. Okay? So means when you this like here, this is my function call, right? This is a function call. So in your main, so this is main, right? So your main, if you call this function, say fetch fetch data, right? So, Conan, listen.
Yeah.
So when we call it function, they will return the future, right? Clear? So after return future, this is the future. We can define here. We can define variable. But in your case, maybe it's future list stock list, right? In my case, I just return string. See, this is my result. You see, this result is the future, right? If you print this here, if we print this future? If you print this one, print the result. So what's data?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No.
Should be instance of a future, right?
Yeah.
This is why this is you get a future, and then how to use it. Now it's clear, right? We use future. You need right. Use a. You see here. Do you see it? Use a then, right? Use a catch error, right? Use a when completely. Clear? So this is why you need to use a then. In the then, this value. This value is a result. The fetch data return. So Conan, why you talk? Are you already? So instead it's here. It's return the future string, right? In your case, it should return like a future list stock list, right? So in this case here, this value for my case is 3. In your case is a list. Clear? Then in here, it's a single, right? You can use this way to write multiple code. Here you can use it. How to use it? you can print, right? Or you can set some values. Like here, I define a value on side. I can set a value. I can print anything you can do, right? So in here, I just print. And then, how about now? For see here, my fetch data is a return hello client. And then, if I use this way, it's pretty should be print like a hello client, right? In your case, should be print like a list stock, right?
What do you mean a list of stocks?
So you want us to share a data table?
No, content. I want to let you know how to use the future. How to use the future. Okay, this is why some guy like directly print this one. It doesn't work, right? So we need to get his future. Oh, if you do the one this value is okay, you can use this way, right? You can use that because after you fetch data, fetch data is return straight, return future. Also, you can use dozen, right? Similar. If you want to use the results, you can directly use then, and then also you can use like a cache error and one completely link together. Clear? Yeah, try use this way to print something, print your data from the server. Clear? From the server. Right? So this how to pass this list. This list is a build rule, and we call the fetch data from the builder, right? Is then we print it. How to assign its value to here?
We can have like a result.
Can we call this function? Is a then? Can we call the function is a then? And we pass list here. Can we?
I don't know what you said. That's crazy.
Let me see. Let's try to call it here. So now we know how to get a future get data from future, right? And how to use it. Now this is the builder, right? This builder we finally will return like a data table, right? In that table we have a column, right? Column hard code, right? And then we have a columns. We have a rows, right? Row is dynamic, right? We build the row, right? So currently, I don't know other guys. Currently, I create a function to generate the rows. I don't know other guys how to build the rows. So let's say we have a function called create rows, right? Create rows is a function. We call the function create rows, right? Either create rows currently or hard code. Create rows. Let's show the code. So here. So in here, the current rows we hard code return all these two values, right? Now I need to pass a list, right? Because we need to get data from the. So it means this function we need to pass a list, right? Here we need to pass list, right? And then we need to do the for loop or use the map. Anyone, it's okay. We need the for loop to generate that table, and then we get the list of that row, right? Now, this list is here, we need to call the functions. This is why in the builder, we call the future. Okay? The builder, we call the future, get like a fetch data. And then we have a value. So then, right? Then we have a value, right? We can pass the callback function. We have values. This value is list, right? And then we can call like a create rows passes values. Is it clear? We pass the values. Then this one will build the rows, right? Clear? We can use this way to use it, right? We do that. We remove the pattern. We call the function to build the rows, right? But this is after build the rows, how do we return? But this doesn't work. Why? Why doesn't work? Because this function code we not something simple as get the value, right? Like say in the rows, right? I cannot like say row equals fetch this. We cannot do this way, right? It means we can define like a rows variable here. After build we assign row to here. Clear? Assign we define the global not global variable in the step set in here step set. I create a list rows. Okay. Default is empty, right? Then after the finish, we create it and assign. Now it shows we have value, right? And then we return column returns and this table. This table is has values. Clear? Okay. Now we let's finish this class. So I think even we didn't finish all, but everyone learned something, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
everyone.
I learned a lot.
So now let's see. It's because it doesn't work, right?
Huh?
It's because it doesn't work, right?
I mean,
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work, right? That's why it doesn't work, right?
It disappears. Nothing.
It's nothing.
Doesn't get it, we don't get it.
So currently nothing display the page, right?
yeah.
If you call API, you say API call happen, right? Nothing show the page, right?
Yep.
Everything's
So
broken.
It's empty.
why? Think about
it's future.
It's future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an instance of future.
Yeah, it
It's not
doesn't
there yet.
appear
It's
because
gonna be there soon.
no, it doesn't appear because when we display the data table, the thing hasn't called yet.
let's write a flow, right? Make sure everyone is clear. So we have a main, right? So we have a main, right? We have a main. We have in the main we call run app, right? The run app we call the material app, right? The material app will call our staple. We'll call our staple widget, right? So in our staple widget, these are our step widget. Our staple widget. Staple list, right? We have staple list and then close. Pay attention, right? So
Wow.
now,
What you mean? That's not.
so this is our build, right? In our build, we call the fetch, right? We call the fetch data, right? And in the call fetch data, we return what? Return a future. Clear?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
After the future, we have a queue. Do you remember queue? Even the queue. Clear?
Yeah.
Remember even the queue.
Oh, the queue. Yes.
After run the code, they put the future in the queue, and then continue to return the data table. In this case, the data table row is empty or clear data. Empty, right? This is why the code not stop. They will continue to run, and they call fetch data and continue to return that data table, and then build the UI. So now the data table is empty. The row is empty because the future still in the queue, never triggered. Right? So this data table is empty.
Yeah.
Now, see, so this is why we need to understand this logic. So some guy before try use a wait to call it. It means you block all the build actually. It's a good, not good. You can finish the job. You see, page show data, but actually if the HTTP take like 10 seconds, the page will hang After 10 seconds, data is coming. But if you use this way, the table is show up is empty. Or we can use like a wait. We can use a score to wait, right? At least let the customer know. We try to get data, not like a hunk. So now we get data. We call that, but the content that table is empty. How to do it? Next step, how to do it. But we will do homework. But I will ask everyone to know how to make sure after finish we can get data.
We can place a check to see if the data is empty.
Oh, the is ready.
Oh.
Yeah.
We call some function to rebuild this, record code. Which function?
In set state.
What?
Set, yes.
Is it really? Oh.
Clear?
I'm so smart.
So-
how would it work
So you see, in your function, right? In your function, your then, right?
though?
Your then function, you already get data, right?
Yeah.
After you get data, how to, now it should be, data is ready, right? Now if you call this, if you call the builder, if you call builder again, they will show this to data, right? This is why, how to like call this builder again. We have a status.
So that's they just.
So here, after you build your row, that's called status.
Okay.
And then
it runs the build again.
Then
Oh, okay.
they will call this builder again. They call the data. Then
And then it's the
this
row.
data show up.
Yeah. Okay.
And then call it clear, right? Clear this part, right?
Yeah.
So now I do the what return empty table is the beginner. I want to add like a circle waiting bar, circle indicator.
The is ready.
Yeah, the is
This is
ready
why
in a circular
In the
process.
beginner is ready, it should be false, right?
Yeah.
So we do, in this case, we should return that table or either return some, which is score bar, which is indicator, circle, which is indicator. In the beginner. In the beginner is empty, right? Is the beginner.
Yes.
So we can use that is ready is true. We can add some conditions. Okay, can quickly we can add an if condition like if is ready, we return that table. Clear? If not ready, we return like a circle loading indicator. Now clear, right?
Yes, sir.
So in the beginner, we is ready false and then still not running, not trigger, and then we show the show the circle indicator, and then if the then finish, we build a row and we call set sense and we set the is ready is true, and then we'll show data. Also data is ready. We show data all here. Clear?